If you're looking for a supercar and you actually want to drive it, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Doreen. I'm a former race car driver and I'm here at Speed Vegas, and behind me are the 5 most reliable supercars. And I know what you're thinking now. What does she know about supercars? But Speed Vegas is the largest supercar driving experience in the world since 15 years. We have over 200,000 drivers a year and we have 70 supercars in our fleet with 25 different models. We rotate our cars on a regular basis, so we not only have the data of one car and one model, we have so many models. For example, we not only have one Ferrari 488, we have 7 of them. I was honestly a little bit disappointed by P5. I expected this car to be much higher on the list, and P1, I would have never guessed that. So let's start right away with P5. Here it is. It's the Porsche 991 GT3 RS. So the only issue we have with the Porsche GT3 RS, we're talking about the 991, is a little seal in the gearbox, and this one starts leaking after about 18,000 miles. When the car was new, so when it got released, it was after like 25,000 miles we started to see the leak, and now the car gets older and older, so everything is a bit more worn down. So this leak comes a little bit earlier, but we monitor it, we know it, and honestly, we never lost an engine, we never have any overheating issues with that car, and no suspension issues, so it's pretty reliable. Just to make sure, we're talking about the 991. The 992, we have some issues, we have some gearbox issues. The car is still pretty new, so I think Porsche still also needs some time to figure that out. Before I remove the cover from P number 4, I want to explain you a bit more about Speed Vegas here. This is probably the hardest test for any supercar. This is the brutal circumstances here. It's crazy hot in the summer. It's like up to 120 degrees. These cars, they drive on track every single day. They don't see the road, they're on track, like full gas all day long. And not driven by professionals. It's all amateurs. You know, they don't shift right, they shift too early, they shift too late, they go over the curb. So this is the ultimate test for any supercar. But we also take very good care of these cars. You know, we have a team of 12 full-time mechanics, and every night they check all of these supercars, so we never miss an oil change. So they're always maintained very well and on track. Our instructors, they warm up the cars every morning before the customers drive them. In the summer when it is crazy hot, we do some cool down laps. So we really try everything to kind of protect these cars as much as possible. This is P4 of the most reliable supercars. It's the Mercedes-AMG GTR. Another super reliable car. I barely see this car in the shop. The only issues we have with this one is it overheats pretty quickly. So after 15 or 20 laps on track, we really need cool down laps. The car is very heavy, so the brakes just need to cool down. And another pretty strange issue we have with this car, the seat frame cracks constantly. So it's really weird. The driver's seat, the frame of it cracks. So then we have to replace it, and we already have some seats in stock in the shop because we know this is a common issue with this car. It's weird, we don't see that with any other car, but this one, for some reason, the seat is not very strong. So when it comes to reliability and the ranking I did here, it's really data driven. I not just went to one of our mechanics and said like, hey, what do you think? Which cars do you not see in the shop very often? No, it's really data driven. And when I talk here about reliability, I'm talking about big issues. I don't take like oil changes or brakes or tires into consideration. I'm only talking about really big issues, big problems we have with the cars. So we keep all this data in a big spreadsheet. And I mentioned before, we not have only one car of each model, we have many of them. So even if one is bad, over the time, I don't know, we had probably 40 Ferrari 488 GTB in our lifetime of Speed Vegas. So we really have accurate data because we know exactly for these big issues how much each model cost us per mile. And then obviously when we have some newer models, which we just got, like we just got the Lotus Emiran, we have to figure it out. It's the first one of this model. So we still have to figure out things. And if that makes also the price per mile at the beginning a little bit higher, So when we look at the data, also take that into consideration. But just to let you know, this is very data driven. This is really a big spreadsheet we have in our shop, and it's all really accurate. So are you ready for P3? Here we are. It's the Lamborghini Huracan. So P3 is the Lamborghini Huracan. Since Audi took over Lamborghini, we can see such a spike in reliability. It's crazy the difference it was. And yeah, people drive this car very, very hard on the racetrack. So having it that up in the ranking is really great. It says a lot about the car. And the only issue we have is some oil leaks. So after 20,000 miles, we really have to monitor the health of our oil pump. But our mechanics know, they do a great job. So that's why we barely have any issues with that one. And then we are at P2. Honestly, not surprising to me. It is the Audi R8. So not surprising that these two are very close together. They're basically the same car. I mean, Audi, Lamborghini, they're both in the same group. They share so many parts together. If we look at the list so far, we are very German. I mean, Lamborghini is kind of German as well because it's kind of the same car as the Audi R8. So do you think P1 is a German one as well? And P1 is the, I make it interesting here. Woohoo! The Acura NSX. Honestly, I was so surprised about this one. It is a hybrid, guys. It's the most reliable car. We drive this car for 25,000 miles on the racetrack and we have no issues. It's incredible. I don't know how they did that. The Japanese one is on P1 with a hybrid. You know, if you put more stuff in a car, it means more issues normally. But this one, good job, Acura. Good job. So these are our top 5 most reliable supercars. So let me know if you have the same on your list or if you have different experiences with these cars. We have 4 Germans and on P1 is a Japanese. I mean, that Germans build good cars. I was not surprised about that, but the Acura definitely surprised me. All of the cars are available here at Speed Vegas for you to drive them on the racetrack. And yeah, you know where to find us. I'm back already, sooner than I expected, I guess. I forgot to mention that I also want to make a video with the 5 most unreliable supercars. And you can see I am in the shop right now. This is where these cars spend a lot of time, I can tell you. I need to wait until I can film it because at the moment it's raining, it's windy, and it's freezing outside. So I have to wait until the weather gets a little bit better. But if you're interested in this kind of video, make sure you subscribe to the channel to not miss this one. And I can tell you, P1, like the most unreliable car, it's so sad. I know it's one of the most beautiful and one of the nicest cars, and it's so sad that it's on the list so high. So yeah, stay tuned for that one.